where most of the currency supply comes from.
The fractional reserve thing. If in the old days anybody wanted to borrow any money, you had to go to the bank and borrow it from the people who were saving money.
Yeah.
Nobody does that anymore. People aren't saving much to start with, and the money you borrow from a bank does not come from the savers. It comes from the bank, as you say, creating it on the spot when you sign your name to the loan document. It's created on the spot. One of the things I've been ragging about is the reserves in the banks. Reserves in the banks have not increased a dime in 10 years. It's the same $41 billion. There's $41 billion of reserves in the banks against how many trillions?
Just 7% of our money supply has a 10% reserve. So that means 0.7% of cash in existence to cover the other, what is that, 99.3%.
It's insane.
Of the money supply.
That's right, that's right. So you talk about fractional reserve. There's no fractional reserve. What's
Right.
a fraction?
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. 1 cent on $1 million is not much of a fractional reserve.
Right.
Golly.
So getting back to this expansion of how the money supply is created, most of the currency, about 10% or so is base money, and then, which is that hocus-pocus voodoo scam where the Treasury creates an IOU and the Federal Reserve or the central bank of whichever country. It's like the biggest scam that has ever been perpetrated. It's amazing in the United States that we've gone along with this for close to 100 years.
The facts are there.
Yeah.
Every fact that there is supports the argument. There is a conspiracy to steal all the money from all of us and give it to the banks.
The Federal Reserve makes credit available, but in a way it's fraudulent and it's theft because it does have value. You know, if you go to the bank and they give you $1 million, we all take it. But it becomes valuable only by diluting the value of somebody else who's holding money. If there are those who are left saving money, they're being robbed.
The majority is highly leveraged out on debt.
Are they?
If they win by us going right into a hyperinflation, the mass stupidity is winning at the expense of the banking system. I've never seen the big boys lose. In all of monetary history, it's
That's
the big
right.
boys that win. So a short-term deflation would transfer all everybody's property to the banks.
To the banks.
And then you go into a big inflation, and again, the little guys lose, and the banks win.
Well, you know, there are people who think that that is actually the conspiracy that's operating, making the whole system go, that is the point of the whole thing. And it's hard to argue against it.